It's time for the morning mix, and today I'm chatting with Deja Perez. She joins me live from her vehicle. She's on the move, baby. What's going on, Deja? How are you this morning?
Hola, I am well. How are you?
So, Deja, let's hop into it. So, I woke up this morning. I saw that Brittany Spears posted yet another semi-nude picture. She's in a yellow thong. Why? What's your take? Why does Brittany do this? I mean, we're fighting for her, but then she posts these pictures. I mean, your take.
So I feel like Brittany is out here living her absolute best life because now that this conservatorship is going through, she's like, I can do whatever I want with my mind, my body, my everything, and she is going to do it. It's empowering.
Okay, well, see, you know what? That makes sense, Deja. So she's getting into her freedom. Okay, I'm not mad at that. Now, speaking of freedom, so Ben and Jen are back together. And again, you know, we see these pictures of them like making out at the airport. I mean, come on, y'all. I mean, they're worse than me and Allison. I mean, what is going on? Like, always out there just kissing. Is it performative? I mean, we know y'all love each other. What's going on, Deja?
I wasn't prepared for the me and Allison. Sorry. Love that, by the way. You know what? I'm not sure what's going on. You know, her and A-Rod broke up, and like 30 seconds later, she got back with the old thing, Ben Affleck, right? But rumor is floating that if he doesn't put a ring on it by Valentine's Day, she is going to kick him to the curb like she did A-Rod.
You said the rumors are out there. You know how I feel bad for? What's his ex? Is it Jennifer Garner? Garner he was married to?
Uh-huh.
You know, she's like the all-American good girl, but it seemed like every time you saw pictures with him and her, he was always frowning. He was drinking again. He'd put on his weight. He wasn't happy. You know what I mean? Now all of a sudden he's thin again, looking good, all sharp. It's like, that ain't right.
It ain't right.
Well, speaking of couples, we saw Kanye at a basketball game with his new little girlfriend who's like half his age.
Yeah, she's 22. Vignetta, I believe. I could be butchering that child's name. I have no idea. But it's interesting because 5 minutes ago, he was on Drink Champs with Noriega talking about Kim is still my wife and I want to fight for my family. I'm not sure that sitting courtside with a new boo is the way to go about that.
Yeah, and also, Deja, what's your take on this Pete Davidson and Kim Kardashian? I'm like, that doesn't match to me. I thought, again, they were friends. Is that real? What's your take on that?
So that was super rando to me as well. I've heard rumblings that, you know how her sister Courtney and Travis Barker have been over the top with the PDA and they've been on everyone and their mother's vlogs. Rumors are floating that Kim might be a little Salt Lake City, that she hasn't been getting that much attention. So therefore, she's decided to amp things up with Pete Davidson.
Did you say a little Salt Lake City?
Sorry, yeah, that's the thing I say.
Okay, I like that. I'm going to steal that one. I'm going to steal that one. And, you know, the other thing, Dave, we talked about this off air, you know, this tragedy that happened in Houston. The thing that I'm just really watching is how so many stories, it's like they're bombarding the talent, the performer, and nobody's saying anything about Live Nation. I mean, you know, they're kind of like, as far as these headlines, you know, what's your take on that? Because it just seems almost like it's not even, I know that the family has sued Live Nation and sued, I think, the artist, but is it interesting that they're not really talking about Live Nation in the coverage?
So, yeah, I kind of get the feeling that it's a little more clickbait because, you know, Travis Scott is obviously the bigger name, but yeah, Live Nation was the parent company for it. So the same thing would have applied if something happened to Rolling Loud. Like, people would have sued Rolling Loud and, you know, whatever the parent company is. So the fact that they're clumping it, and by no means does this take away from the tragedy or the, you know, the horrible things that those families are going through. But it does seem like it seems to be really centered on Travis. Drake, a little bit, like some of the lawsuits have included Drake as well because he was performing on stage with Travis at the time as well. But also what's interesting and people aren't talking so much about is, and again, I don't want this to be taken the wrong way, but when the incident happened with Ariana Grande in Manchester, when there was a bombing, it was handled differently. Now, I'm not saying they're not the same, but at the end of the day, an event happened and there was a lack of security of some kind. And I do believe that the artist is culpable in some way because he needs to ensure the safety of the people there. But I don't know that the blame falls solely on Travis or Drake or Live Nation or whatever.
Well, once again, Deja Perez live. I'm talking about live in her car on the way to yet another radio show. You can catch her at Magic 102.3. Deja, thanks so much. Great job as always. Good seeing you.
Thank you. You too.